Hi everyone, it's David from Valley and Beyond and Project Awakening. Um, you know, since we've decided to really start doing a daily piece, a daily something inspirational, wow, it's a bit of a responsibility to find, stuff that connects for me as well. So I this morning I have this book I love. It's a Osho meditation book, and Osho was quite something. He really Osho was awakened and really shared some really cool stuff. So I'm going to read a little bit from this from Osho, and then discuss it just briefly. The basic thing to understand is that you are not the mind. Imagine. Neither the bright one nor the dark one. If you get identified with the beautiful part, then it is impossible to disidentify yourself from the ugly part. They are two sides of the same coin. You can have it whole, or you can throw it away whole, but you cannot divide it. The whole anxiety of man is that he wants to choose that which looks beautiful and bright. He wants to choose all the silver linings, leaving the dark cloud behind. But he does not know the silver lining cannot exist without the dark cloud. The dark cloud is the background, absolutely necessary for the silver lining. Choosing is anxiety. Choosing is creating trouble for yourself. Being choiceless means the mind is there, and it has a dark side and it has a bright side. So what? What has it to do with you? Why should you be worried about it? So, I love that. I love the possibility that we can let go and not identify with this or that. The work that I've been doing with myself and with people that I'm spending time with, that I'm helping to get through things in their life, is that how identified we are often with our victim story, our idea of who we think we are, and that we only see that, in a way, and so we're defensive, and we struggle with it. So just have a look and see where you're identified, where you're, what's the facade, what's the persona that you're putting out there. Is it a persona, of only this great enlightened, heart-filled being, and or is it the persona, sometimes of the victim, hard done by, and I think we can be all of those things, but the trick, from what I get from Osho, is not to be attached, to either of them, or to anything really, and any idea that we think of ourselves as from the mind, and we're not the mind. It's all bullshit. But that, I think, is my job. If Project Awakening is to do anything, is to help people to begin to meditate, but to begin to look at themselves. Who am I? Why why do I think I'm this, or why do I think that I'm that? And much of it's through our indoctrination, or much of it's through our conditioning from our moms or our dads, and they're beautiful folks and well-meaning for sure, but probably didn't know who they were either, And at one level in the planet, if they were an electrician and they identified with that, or they were, they identified with being a mom, or they identified with being a son or a daughter, and those things change as we go through life. None of it's really fixed. It's, we identify with being Canadian, or we identify with being English or French or black or white or indigenous, and those are, at one level, those are maybe who we are in this dimension, but it isn't the awakening that I'm hoping to help people see, which is that we are so much more than what we identify with, or that we're actually nothing. Anyway, but so it's a quite a journey that we're on, and just want to say that I love you guys, and look at the possibility, of letting go of identity, letting go of holding on to who it is that we think we are, and dropping into that space in meditation, discovering, an expanded possibility of who we are. Cheers. Love you guys. Thanks.